Hi guys, Mark's here, Everything Tenere, and welcome back. Next video. So I decided not to buy any kind of crash bars for my bike, but I still want to keep it all protected and safe for dropping, so to say, or dropping it on the trail or on the gravel or tarmac at low speed. So I have the GP Mucci skid plate, but I want to protect the water pump and the engine casings as well. So I decided to buy triple clamps, engine covers or engine protectors, so to say. So here I have them. You have RNG makes one, but I don't think they have the water pump. So here you have the cover for the water pump, some kind of Kydex nylon plastic thing, pretty sturdy, looks great on the outside here, smooth and nice finish. On the inside it's more molded or whatever, and you have this I think it's brass inserts, so you can tighten down the screws without squishing the plastics. So the kit you can order is either just the engine covers, and you can order just the water pump as well, or you can get them all in one package. I don't know if you save any money on buying it as a package or separate. I didn't check that. So 2 screws for that, because you need longer ones, and they look to be decent quality, not this low quality Chinese type of screws. And here we have I think it's the clutch side. No, wrong. This is the right side and the left side of the bike, and 2 small baggies with screws for that. I think they are the same length. Yeah, it's only the water pump that have 2 different lengths on the screws. So they look really nice. The only concern is, will the bike run hotter? And I guess need to check that when riding the bike for longer periods, and see what the difference is. Right now it's it's too cold outside to really check it. You need to wait for the summertime, but I think they will be okay. Worst cases, it's it's not a tight fit, it has air gaps and whatnot, so otherwise you could always make some air holes, I guess, in it, as long as you still keep the parts which will hit the ground intact. So let's put it on the bike. I will not film everything when putting it on the bike, but you will see a few shots there, and then when it's on it. I actually brought the bike up this morning. It's 6 degrees outside, and I'm going to do some other work as well. I have rear brake pads to replace, and change some stuff with my blinkers, because I had the plus blinker, and I don't want to have a steady red light in the rear, only the added braking light for the blinkers. Same with the front, I don't want to have the position light all the time lit. So I'm gonna change that, just put 2 wires, that's it. So let's get it on. So here we have a little better close-up. You can see that my heat shield here for the pipe, I painted that in some heat, some paint that would resist heat, but first time I pressure washed it, it took the color or the paint away, so I need to redo that, I guess, or just keep it like that. I don't really care. It's a bit dirty, not that much, but I cleaned the parts where I'm going to fit the cover, so that will be fine. So let's see here. Well, the water pump cover, you see the water pump, it has 3 screws here. The cover only uses 2 of them, and many people have concerns that, you know, removing the screws, we start to see a leak before putting them back. And pretty much all reports that have come back for people putting the, you know, the RNG or the triple clamp or any other, you know, engine covers, you don't get a leak. You remove the screws, it's you know, it doesn't need to remove all the screws for fitting the cover, so it's stuck there and it's safe. So no real concern there. So I removed the two first bolts, or the two bolts needed to put this on or install it. So the top one here, it was quite tight. It has Loctites on it. The bottom one did not have Loctite on it, and it's a wider head on it. So you can see here. So this is the original lower bolt. It's the longer one, and the one that you get supplied with for the new one, it doesn't have as wide head, but you have the brass fitting on the cover. So you see it's a bit longer. And the new one for the top bolt is tight, slightly longer as well. So it's fitted. I put Loctite on the top screw and the bottom one. This one had Loctite, as I said before. This did not, but I put some Loctite on it as well. Fitted really good, no problems there. Looks nice. So let's move on to the big one, to the clutch cover. So to fit this one, you need to remove this lower one, this upper one, and that one. But you also need to loosen this cover to get the cover, the protective cover underneath here. And I know if I need to trim off something here, but you know, it's a tight fit when you put it on here, and you need to press it in place. So we'll see how it looks. So it's a little bit of a snug fit. When you put it on, you feel like it's not gonna go in there, but you just need to tighten down the screws. It will pop in place correctly. This screw was a bit tight, you know, it was harder to remove. I think could be because of the clutch cable holder here, that it's a bit, you know, off. So you could maybe loosen it a bit here on this side before you remove the bolt, and you know, so both ends are loose, but tighten this before you put the cover on. I will see how it goes with this other cover now and see if I need to adjust it a bit. So it wasn't a problem. It's a snug fit here. It might, you know, touch here, but it's actually no problem. It fit really good. So no worries there. All right, so this side, I told you guys about no fluids coming out, but I lied. I had it on the side stand, and removing this bolt for that's an attachment point. You can see on my finger there, it started dripping oil underneath there. So when you remove this, it's this bolt, that bolt. Take those first, then this, the last one, and if you can, tip it over on the other side or use a central stand, and you will not have any leaks, I guess. So a bit unfortunate, but I should have had it on my lift instead. So I'll move along now. So there we go. It wasn't a problem as long as you put it on a central stand or tilt it up. No oil was coming out, so I did that and it was no problem. Fitted really good, looks awesome. We'll take some pictures out in the light, and yeah, that's about it with the install. Job is done. Looks good.